Hello, my soul family. How are you all? And I hope you are doing great, wonderful, amazing, and safe wherever you are in the world. I welcome you all in my channel. Thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel, for giving me lots of love. And I am very glad that I help you out in some manner. If you have not subscribed yet to the channel, then please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And you can also let me know in the comment section if you want to tell me anything, if you want to ask me anything. So let's start today's video. So this is part number 6 of unlocking and relearning series. This is a series in which we are unlocking and relearning the knowledge and wisdom which has been stored within all of us. So there are 4 keys which are actually the activation, the unification and amalgamation, expansion and alchemy and the liberation. So in today's video, we are going to use the key of unification, which is actually a process or action uniting or merging two or more things. So in today's video, we are going to unify the knowledge which is present on earth from all religions, Ashanadin, okay, from Tantra, from scriptures, from esoteric knowledge, from ascended master teachings, from magic real lines teachings. Okay, so this is what is being told in many of the religions, but right now what is happening is that there is a fragmented knowledge which is present right now on the earth, because scattered knowledge and fragmented knowledge, because of which there is a lot of confusion which is being created in planet earth. Okay, and now is the time that we have to unify all this knowledge, okay, the true knowledge at one place, so that we can get out from that confusion. Okay, also we have to find the similarities rather than differences, and once we find the similarities, then we are going to move in a forward direction. That's the christic way of thinking. That's the actual way of thinking. Okay, the god way of thinking. Okay, the unification is the actual process through which we can actually ascend into the higher dimensions, ascend in consciousness wise, ascend in okay, by activating our DNA. Okay, so we have to see the similarities rather than differences, because I know there are a lot of distortions and there's a lot of edit and omissions which has been done purposely by the fallen races in many of the scriptures, in many of the religions, which were originally the CDT play transmissions, which was done by the okay, magic real lines, okay, by the star seeds, by the speakers, okay, in the past timelines. But today what is happening is that maybe there is a distortion, maybe there are okay, there are some edits which have been done in the scriptures, but there is no complete 100% distortion which has been created. There are many truths and many real stories which are hidden in our scriptures, in our religions, in our books, which we have to understand and merge and unify with the freedom teachings, because the freedom teachings is all the complete story of the book, and there are a lot of puzzle pieces which is being present inside many of the things. So we have to unify those puzzle pieces inside, by taking those puzzle pieces inside the picture, and we have to complete the picture. So in today's video, we are going to talk about the stairway to heaven, which are the actually the Ecka god world maps. Okay, these are the god world maps. And why we are learning the god world maps, because this is very important for us to understand the process of ascension, the process of ascension plan B, which we have started. I have already made a video on ascension plan A and ascension plan B. For those who have not watched that video, you can go and watch that video. Also, there are a lot of parts in part number 1 to part number 5 which we have covered in unlocking and relearning series, and I'm also going to add a link in a description box for those who have not watched that video. So basically, we have to know first that where we exist in this cosmic matrix, so that we can understand the ascension plan B, so that we can understand the ascension, so that we can understand our Kundalini journey, so that we can take the conscious decision that what we want. Okay, and what is the thing our soul wants to do, and what are the things we have to do in order to ascend in the forward direction. Okay, so let's see start the today's video first with this thing, that in the previous video where we get to know about the ascension and the ascension, in that video we just had discussed the tip of the iceberg. Okay, in that video we discussed that the ascension plan B is about activating the light body, but in reality it is more than activating the light body. And in the coming videos we are going in that deep and getting to know that what is that meaning. So let's see start the today's video first with the domains. Okay, So the God worlds are composed of different domains. What are the domains? So, domains are basically the fields of consciousness, which are actually the eternal fields of consciousness. So domains are the eternal fields of external consciousness which always live. Okay, the external field of consciousness which always live, and these are called as domains. So there are a lot of domains which has been created in the God world map. And so, God worlds are composed of different domains of consciousness, which means that they are eternal fields of consciousness, which are always present as they are the eternal. Now let's see that how was the cosmic matrix created? How was the universe created by the God? How was the God worlds created? So everything is being created by the God or the Unici, which is the central point of all union and eternal consciousness of one, and the unified field of source consciousness, which we called as the Unici, the God, the source, whatever we want to call it, name it. Okay, so Unici is the central point of all union one, and through Unici, the cosmic matrix was created, and Unici created this universe or the cosmic matrix by the breathing. Okay, the God, the source, the Unici starts creating by the breathing cycle. So Unici, the God, the source, starts creating by taking the breathe. Okay, when the Unici starts breathing through the breathing cycle, Unici starts creating the universe, starts creating the creation. Okay, so creation was started by the breathing cycle of the Unici. And once the Unici starts breathing out, then the consciousness, primal force of consciousness, the primal divine trinity, which is the Manu, the void, the Ira, the divine feminine, and the Mana, which is the divine masculine. So these are the divine trinity, the primal forces of consciousness, the primal force of currents, which was first created through the expansion cycle, through the breathing out from the Unici. So first there was a Unici, the God, the source. Through the breathing cycle, God, source or Unici create the primal force of our consciousness, which is the Manu, the Ira, the Mana. Then through the breathing cycle, there was a creation of the core God worlds, which is also called as core God domains, which was created. Then there was a creation of inner domains or the inner hub worlds. After that, there was a creation of middle domains or the middle God worlds. Then there was a creation of outer domains or the lowest God worlds, which is the last steps of manifestation and which is the furthest from the Unici, the God source. And this is where we reside. Okay, so once the breathe out start cycles happen from the Unici, the expansion cycle starts, the spiraling outwards cycle starts, the expanding cycle starts, and they start transmitting energies going away from the God source. So as you can see in the video, also in the image also, once Unici starts the breathing out cycle, and with the breathing out, the Unici creates this universe, and with the breathing out, the expansion cycle starts, which starts spiraling outwards, expanding, spiraling, transmitting energy, which is actually creating the consciousness of Manu, Mana, Ira, creating the core God worlds, inner domains, middle worlds, and the lower worlds. In the same way, when the Unici starts breathing in, okay, then the contraction cycle starts, then the spiraling inwards, then the pulling in back or the drawing energy starts. Okay, at that point the Unici spiraling starts pulling back all the domains inside, and this is the cycle where we go back to the Unici. This is the cycle where the contracting spiral starting from the outer domains to the middle domains to the inner domains to the core God world domains to the primal forces of consciousness, which is the Manu, Ira, and Mana, and back to the Unici, back to the God source happens. So this is the breathing in cycle where the contraction cycle starts when the Unici starts breathing in. So the creation was done in the breathing with the breathing cycle. Okay, so when the Unici starts breathe out and breathe in, so the creation and the dissolution of the cosmic matrix of the universe happens. Now let's see this creation story from one more way. So those who belong from India, or those who have read the Indian scriptures, they know that this creation of the universe story is also present in Indian scriptures. So originally all the religions are CDT plate translations, and today there are a lot of things, lot of stories, lot of truth, okay, which are still present in all of the religions. So now let's see what is the story which is being present in Indian scriptures, and how the universe was created, and how this cosmic matrix was created. So the creation of the universe is being created by the Brahma, okay, often involve the concept of breathing, okay. It's the same concept in Hindu scriptures also, where we get to know that the Brahma created this universe by breathing, okay, where the Brahma, which is actually the Unisai, okay, essentially breathes life into existence by exhaling, and with the exhaling, with the breathe out, the universe emerge from his breath. So this is the same concept of breathing out, and when the Brahma breathe out, the universe emerge from his breath. And in the same way, when the Brahma starts inhaling, it signifies the eventual dissolution and merging back. And this cycle of creation and dissolution is considered a continuous process. So the breath represents the life force, which is the Manu Ira Mana, the very essence of existence which Brahma instills into all creation through his exhale. Also, there is a mention of life force consciousness of God, which is Manu, Ira, and Mana in the scriptures. So, according to Indian scriptures, Brahmaji created Manu and Chatrupa from the parts of his body from which the human beings, which are the Manushya, were then created. So the Manu is what we know it, okay, we know what is the meaning of Manu. So first there was with the breath, when the Unisai starts breathing out, okay, then the first thing which was created was the Manu, the Ira, and the Mana. The life force consciousness was created, okay, from the Unisai. So here also the Manu is mentioned in the scriptures. Also the Shatrupa is the female divine feminine, okay, which is the daughter of Brahmaji, which has been created, which is the first woman which was created. And Shatarupa, okay, so the Rupa means the form, the Roop, okay, the form, and Shata means 100. So from the void there was 100 forms, okay, the many forms that started creating from the void. That's the divine feminine, that's the vibration, that's the Ira. I know that there is not the Ira name is not mentioned here, but the Shatrupa meaning of the Shatrupa is actually the Ira only. Also, there is no direct mention of Mana consciousness, because in the scriptures, because of which there is a bi-wave consciousness which has been created in Indian scriptures. But actually we have to move from bi-wave to tri-wave. Originally everything has been created from the on a trinity form, on the trinity, divine trinity form, on the tri-wave consciousness. So the Mana consciousness, which is the divine masculine consciousness, which is the oscillation, it is not mentioned in the scriptures directly, but it is mentioned in the scriptures indirectly. So what is the indirect mention which is mentioned in the Indian scriptures is that the Manu is the Manas Putra of Brahmaji. Now, what is the meaning of Manas Putra? So, Manas is the Mana, okay, and Putra means the son, okay, the divine masculine. So, the Manu was the Manas is the mind, okay, the put son, mind born son, okay. So, the Manas is actually not the mind born son, it is actually the Mana consciousness, the oscillation, and the divine masculine which has been created, and which is the divine trinity, and which is the life force consciousness of God, which has been created from the breath of the Unisai, okay. So this is what is present in the scriptures also, that this is the indirect mention which is mentioned here, but there are mention of Ira as Shatrupa, the Manu as Manu, and Mana as the Manasputra, okay. So this is what is been mentioned in the Indian scriptures, that the Brahmaji created Manu and Chatrupa from the parts of his body, and from which the human beings were created. So the human means the manushya again. Okay, so Brahmaji created the life force consciousness, the Manu, the Ira, the Mana, the very essence of existence, which the Brahma instills into all creation through exhale. When the Brahma breathes out, when the Brahma starts breathing out, there is an expansion cycle which starts spiraling outwards, expanding, spiraling. And when the Brahmaji starts the breathing in, the contraction cycle starts, the spiraling inwards, the contracting spiralings, or the pulling or the drawing energy is going back to the source. Okay, that the solution of the universe starts happen. So this is the concept in Hindu mythology. This is the creation story of Brahmaji, which often involves the concept of breathing, in which the Brahmaji breathe in and breathe out, and by the breathe in and breathe out, there is a creation of the universe which happens through the breathing cycle. So now we know that how the was created, how the cosmic matrix was created by the God, by the Unisai, by the Brahmaji. In the next part, we are going to know about God world domains map. Okay, we are going to know that what are the diagrams, what are the maps through which we will learn about the God world maps. So sending you lots of love, healing, and happy energies to all my soul family who are watching my video. Take care of yourself, and I will see you all soon.